Hi everybody. A few weeks back I did a short little video about inbound calls that come into every single office and how you should manage them. So today's little talk is a sequel about outbound calls that every office should make. And there are three kinds specifically that I would like to discuss. The first one is the reminder call. It is known that if you do reminder calls the day before everybody's appointments, you will cut down on no-shows by 50%. And so that's better than not knowing that somebody wasn't going to come. And I personally very much appreciate it when my hairdresser or my acupuncturist or my massage therapist or anybody calls and says, you have an appointment tomorrow at 4 o'clock with so-and-so. So someone in your office, doesn't have to be you, should do those calls. The second kind of call is a bonding call. In most cases, you might really want this to be you. This call is where, let's say you do all of your new appointments in the morning at 9, 10, 11 o'clock, whatever. And that afternoon, right before you leave your office, say 5 or 5:30, you call anybody who had their first appointment, their first treatment that day. And all you're doing is saying, how are you doing? Do you have any questions that you didn't think of while you were here? Is there anything about taking your herbs or the exercise I taught you or your diet or anything else that you might have a question about that you didn't think to ask? And basically what you're telling the person is, A, I really care about you. I want to get this right. 2, you have the opportunity if there was any problem or any issue in the person's mind or any potential weirdness that you are able to nip that in the bud right away. And third, you make a really important impression on that person because there's not very many people in the healthcare industry that make those kinds of calls. So it's a very powerful tool to cement your relationship with that new patient. The third kind of outbound call is a reactivation call, and there are two subcategories of those. The first one is the person missed their appointment and they did not get in touch. You do need to know why for legal purposes, as well as just, did you do something wrong? Did they have a problem with your front desk person? Did somebody in their family die? What happened? Why didn't they show up? You can't find that out if you don't get a hold of them, and so that's your responsibility. And then the second type of reactivation call is the person hasn't been in for 6 or 8 months. Let's say you look up an interesting piece of research on their particular condition, and you call them and say, look, I found this new research. I thought maybe I would email it to you if you're interested. And looks like maybe this is a treatment we didn't try that might help you, etc. So very useful call. You might even just say, I was thinking about you. How are you? Or, I see it's your birthday this month. I hope you're well, and I do a free treatment on people's birthdays, so I hope you'll think about coming in. Could be anything like that, just to make that patient think about you again. So those are the three kind of outbound calls that are important to do with every patient to help your practice grow and stay strong. Good luck, everybody. Thanks for listening.